Plasma is not evenly distributed across the globe. It has a strong preference for specific climates and environments. In the United States, it is most famously found in the central and eastern states, particularly in the Ohio and Mississippi River valleys. States like Indiana, Kentucky, Missouri, Ohio, and Tennessee are often considered the heartland for this fungus. However, it's not limited to just these areas. The fungus thrives in soil that is contaminated with large amounts of bird or bat droppings. This includes old chicken coops, which are a classic source of outbreaks, areas under bridges where pigeons might roost, parks with large populations of starlings, and the entrances of caves where bats live. Imagine a family decides to tear down an old shed in their backyard that has been sitting there for decades. Pigeons have been roosting in the rafters for years, leaving behind a thick layer of droppings. As they start the demolition, dust flies everywhere. The transmission of histoplasmosis is quite straightforward, but it's a process that happens completely out of sight. It all begins with disturbance. The histoplasma spores are dormant and relatively harmless as long as they remain settled in the soil or dust. Once these microscopic spores are floating in the air, they can be breathed in without you even knowing it. They are so small that they bypass the natural defenses in your nose and upper airways, traveling deep into the small air sacs in your lungs called the alveoli. It is absolutely essential to understand that histoplasmosis is not contagious. You cannot catch it from another person or an animal in the way you would catch a cold or the flu. The infection comes exclusively from inhaling the spores from the environment. A group of friends decides to go exploring in a local cave system that is known to house a large bat population. As they walk through the cave, their footsteps and movements stir up the dry dust on the cave floor, which is rich with bat guano. Unknowingly, they breathe in the airborne histoplasma spores.